big suspension bridge going across the Garonne River. Cruise ships can even get under this bridge. But we weren't supposed to be on it, but what the heck. Got quite a view from up here. This is our nice room at the Chateau Pichon. Old knotty wood pine floors. Large spacious room. 2 luggage racks. This bathroom is quite fancy, not old-fashioned. And there is a big soaking tub here. And then up this step, we do have the bathrobes. But here is all the shower stuff. No curtain, no door, no nothing. It's all in this tiled area. A view across the Garonne River. You could see it if the sycamore tree had lost its leaves. Here's a better view of the river. The cruise ships do come up. Out here is the pool. Nice Mediterranean garden. Looks like it used to be a lookout tower. Modern house next to it. And this is a robot lawnmower. Pretty cool. These are the traditional cannelés from Bordeaux. We just had one after lunch because they were the local pastry specialty. Now we're headed to another couple wineries, and this is the main road into the wine area west of Bordeaux. Areas of Pauillac and St. Julien and Margaux area. So big fancy chateaus we'll see up the road, but here is the way to get there. Now we're in the middle of a town, and we're doing, about 20 kilometers per hour with many speed bumps. So much for the line down the middle of the road. We're on a road that parallels the first one we were on, but not much wider. There are lots of grapes. Here come a bunch of meters, turn right. Bicyclists. Oops, gotta be careful. For some reason, they've put barriers in the middle of the road here. It's a 2-lane road. Turn right. We have to do this to get around, and this guy would have had to wait if he was a little closer. Okay, this is farmland, but look at that big fancy church, I guess. This is the little village of Cantonac. Over there. We're evidently in the Margaux region now. We've been to. Look at this building coming up here. This is Chateau Palmer. I think he's got a load of grapes. More loads of grapes. Hidden behind the trees is Chateau Margaux, one of the most famous wineries in this area. But we couldn't get in there. They're pretty exclusive. Looks like they're out here harvesting grapes this morning. They do it in the daytime. Up in Napa, they're mostly picked in the middle of the night. Here's some grapes, notice how low they are to the ground and severely pruned. It's like a major facility over here. This is the town of Becheval. There's a modern building on top of the old building. I think this is a mechanical grape harvester. They don't use those in the Napa Valley. This is St. Julien Becheval. Several chateaus here in St. Julien. There's a small one, and there's another bigger one. Where we're going. Out here in the field, you can see the pickers this morning. This is inside the visitor center here at Chateau Pichon Baron. And over here on this wall is a really cool modern tapestry. Here's some of their wines. This is the 2010 for 225 euros. The 2014 is only 118. But the 2015 is 151.
The difference. And yes, so the grapes, they are all over here, even though we started the harvesting, because this is the last variety which we are going to pick. Cabernet Sauvignon needs the longest until it's finished. So we started harvesting last week. The Merlot is nearly finished, maybe like 1 or 2 more days. And then we start to pick the Cabernet Franc, Petit Bordeaux, and then Cabernet Sauvignon. An additional tower and more windows. The windows were a big deal back then because you had to pay taxes for each window. So he wanted to show I'm doing better. And it was formerly inspired by Chateau Pichon in Bordeaux, so it looks quite similar.
The estate that is now Chateau Pichon Baron was founded in the late 1600s. In the classification of 1855, it was classified as a second Grand Cru class. Today it's one of Bordeaux's most illustrious super seconds. Today the production facility is below ground. In 1986, the new owners held a competition to redesign the winery. The winning design integrates Egyptian flourishes that almost completely disguise the entrances from a frontal viewpoint. The Chez, the wine storeroom, lies underneath this pool, and the entrance to the visitor center is through this door on the opposite side of the pool. They produce 12 to 13,000 cases of wine annually, and here's some aging. Their wines, and most Bordeaux, are usually better with at least 15 years of bottle age. That can vary, of course, depending on the vintage. Chateau Pichon Baron wines should reach peak maturity between 15 and 50 years of age. Their best wine is made from the grapes of older vines. Some of their vines average close to 65 years of age. In Napa, most vines are replaced about every 25 to 30 years. Grapevines can grow over 120 years, but after about 20 years, the yields decrease. But that leads to wines that have more concentration, color, aromatic intensity, and personality, and therefore a higher price. A long time ago, the man that founded this winery, not this building, but he died, left the land to 5 kids. 3 of them didn't want it. The son took this property, and the daughter took this piece of land and built her own winery and her own house. And then 2 years later, the brother built his house to outdo hers.